killer to the label. You sign a whole nigga that be putting shit in dirt for real. Nigga signed his killer to his label. This shit wild. And you expect niggas to get no lit back, bro? And then you trying to act all motherfucking like, oh, I didn't know that shit was gonna happen. Man, stop it, nigga. Shut the fuck up, man. You was with the bullshit. That's why you signed that nigga in the first place, boy. Cause you know that shit was gonna do numbers.
Rapper Lil.
You know that shit was gonna do numbers. Otherwise, you wouldn't have done that shit at all, man. You wouldn't have had that shit happen, bro. Give a fuck, I'm really back. Niggas out here busting, more they really talking. Rich or shit, fucking talking, nigga. You ain't really in your shit. Oh my god, what happened, nigga? You gon' hear that shit clap. Hey, you tripping, cause I'm fucking on y'all through the mic.
Durk is in police custody this morning.
And he was allegedly involved in a murder for hire plot.
Lil Durk just got hit with one of the most intense charges of his career. We're not talking about a simple arrest here. This is about murder for hire, and it's
bro, it's crazy because his pop just got out the feds too. It's crazy. Your pops just got out the feds, man. Your pops got out the feds. I bet your pops was telling you not to do horse shit. He said, son, don't do no dumbass shit now. About to get out and I'm about to spend quality time. I should have spent time with you when you was little. But now you going back, hey, your ass going to jail, your daddy coming out. Man, that shit's fucked, bro.
Directly to the murder of his close friend, King Von. This isn't just another headline. It's a story of revenge, loyalty, and an alleged plot that reaches from Chicago to Los Angeles. Let's break down the details of how Durk's past might have finally caught up with him and what this could mean for his future. The other day, Lil Durk was arrested in Florida on charges.
Bro, you the breadwinner, bro. Why you getting in the mix for shit, bro?
Linked to a murder.
The breadwinner, man. Come on, now you fuck this whole shit up, bro.
For hire plot, a serious accusation that's bringing a whole new level of attention to his life and career. According to federal prosecutors, Durk and 5 others tied to his Only the Family, OTF collective, were part of a plan to take revenge against Quando Rondo's camp for the murder of King Von, Durk's close friend and collaborator.
Why you let them comments get to that nigga, bro? You let them comment section get to your ass, bro. Why you listen to niggas that never did shit in the streets in their life, bro? You listen to little kids that be in the fucking computer lab saying shit. Or you be listening to little niggas that be on their phone just fucking trolling and shit, bro. Why you listen to the trolls, man? I boy listen to the fucking trolls and shit got fucked over by the feds, bro. That's what happens when you watch the comments too much. That's what happens when you be on Reddit and shit, man. You be watching every single comment, bro. Man, you supposed to be doing something else in your free time, man. You could have been out here making movies with Fifth, but you out here bullshitting and shit, bro. Could have made a story about your life, but no, nigga, you want to do some other shit, bro.
November 2020.
Bitch.
Authorities alleged
the only play he got left is to sell his fucking life story and make sure his family's straight. That's the only thing he got left, bro. If the feds got, cause the feds got your ass, it's a wrap, nigga. The feds got your ass, it's a wrap, nigga. Them niggas gonna put your ass in that cell, throw away the key, ain't never coming back out that bitch. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? That shit's crazy, bro. Should have went to go fit, man. Should have went to 50 and told him, hey, man, we got this life story, man. I need to make some money about this shit. But now that's the only play you got, bro, to make sure your money keep rolling in. That's what I'd do. Nigga, if I was in that cell right now, I make fucking phone calls to fit, man. I'm be like, shut my life story, nigga. Let's get this shit popping. Like, I know I'm doing something behind this shit. Like, yeah. That's the only play he got, bro. Sell his life story, nigga, and make some money off that shit.
And when members of OTF wanted to seek retaliation for Von's death. The story of revenge didn't just stay in Chicago, though. Prosecutors claimed that in August 2022, members from Lil Durk's crew traveled to Los Angeles on the behalf of Durk himself, and they had one goal in mind: to go to LA and take out Quando Rondo. However, this act of violence instead led to the death of Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pab, as the group allegedly carried out what they saw as retribution for Von's murder. On August 19, 2022, Quando Rondo and his cousin Lil Pab were in Los Angeles, making their way through the city, reportedly attending
but Von started it though, bro. Von started it, even though he didn't want to shoot shit up. Man, Von started it, man. He's the one that started the fight, bro. He's the one that started the fight, nigga. Nigga, if I was in that same situation, bro, if I was in the same situation, I put myself in Rondo's shoes, nigga. If I was in the same situation, bro, and my cousin is right there, bro. J-Roll is right there in that whip, nigga. He would have popped out too, started busting that shit too. Nigga, cause that's the fam, bro. You seen your fam getting fucked up, you don't know what's gonna happen, nigga. You feel like that nigga's life's in danger and shit, bro. Especially with some niggas that you know they putting shit in the ground, so you're like, you be ready on 10, nigga. You be on your 10 toes, bitch, ready, nigga. I don't blame that motherfucker, cause that shit, nigga. I put myself in Rondo's shoes, nigga. I put myself in his shoes, cause like, bro, Von didn't have to do that shit, man. He could have went home, bro. His ass was done for the night. He could have went home. He could have laxed, nigga. He could have went. You know what I'm saying? He could have been with his son and shit, his daughter. Nah, bro. You want to stir shit up and shit, bro. You want to be on that rap beef shit, bro. Cause you like the drama and shit, bro. Man, fuck all the drama, man. Get to your money, man. That nigga wanted to make headlines that night. Yeah, you definitely made a headline, nigga. For real.
Business-related matters and spending time with close associates. Quando, known for his
situation, bro. Sad as fuck to see that, bro. Sad situation, but you know what I'm saying? Calm a bitch,
history with Lil Durk's camp, due to the tragic conflict that surrounded King Von's death, was cautious yet calm as they navigated through the city that day. By the time the sun started setting, they pulled into a gas station near the Beverly Center. Just a quick stop to refuel before moving on. Unbeknownst to them, another vehicle had been tracking their movements, strategically following them through Los Angeles. By the time Quando and Lil Pab pulled into the gas station, the second vehicle was closing in, and everything was set for the ambush. As they parked, that white sedan that had been following them pulled in close, creeping up just enough for its passengers to get a clear line of sight, and in an instant, the calmness of that sunny afternoon was shattered.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
I'm a little disappointed where I'm at right now because, you know, I just want to get more hits. Right now, if a song drop, if it's not a hit, I'm like, damn, why it's not a hit, bro?
As shots
trying to say, nigga, don't be trying to chase the hits, cause that's what's gonna make you crazy.
Rang out and
keep making music, nigga. If it's a hit, it's gonna be a hit organically. You ain't gotta keep making hits.
Chaos erupted. The black SUV became the center of a tragic, gut-wrenching scene. The air was filled with panic, and within moments, it was clear the ambush had left someone critically hurt. Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pab, was hit, but the full weight of what had just happened didn't hit Quando until later on. Caught on camera, the haunting audio of Quando's screams went viral in the hours that followed. His voice is filled with absolute devastation, echoing through the chaotic scene as he realizes his cousin wasn't gonna make it.
The ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
For Quando, this wasn't just a loss, it was a moment of public grief, a rare glimpse into the pain that artists like himself carry behind the scenes. It's that scream, filled with shock, disbelief, and grief, that made the story hit even harder. A reminder of how real and dangerous these conflicts can get. After the shots went off and Lil Pab was hit, police were called, and within minutes, the area was swarming with law enforcement and first responders. The gas station near the Beverly Center quickly transformed into a crime scene, with officers blocking off the area, trying to make sense of the chaotic scene. Paramedics rushed to treat Lil Pab, but it was clear his injuries were severe. Despite their efforts, he succumbed to his wounds right there on the spot, under the police lights right at the gas station, as his cousin Quando Rondo watched him pass away in shock. Quando, still being shaken up from the shock, could hardly process what had just happened. He was visibly distraught, pacing back and forth, his screams echoing across the lot, captured on cameras and phones by bystanders. Those screams would go viral, symbolizing the raw pain of a moment that could not be hidden or controlled, a heartbreaking reaction to losing someone so close so suddenly. The police, meanwhile, were already piecing together what little information they had. Witnesses reported seeing a white sedan speed off right after the shooting, leading investigators to believe this was a planned, targeted hit. This wasn't some random act of violence. It had all the signs of a calculated attack. The tragic moment left the hip-hop community stunned and mourning yet another loss in an ongoing cycle of violence. But that night was only the beginning. Law enforcement would dig deeper into the case, linking it to a broader network of rivalries and conflicts. And now with the federal indictment connecting Lil Pab's death to an alleged murder-for-hire plot involving Lil Durk's OTF crew, this tragic story has taken on even darker layers. According to prosecutors, Lil Durk is the man behind what they're calling a calculated murder-for-hire plot, allegedly orchestrated as revenge for the death of his close friend, King Von. They claim that Lil Durk, along with several members of his OTF collective, conspired to take down Quando Rondo or someone close to him as payback for Von's tragic loss in 2020. This isn't just a simple feud. They're painting it as an organized, deliberate plan fueled by loyalty, revenge, and a desire conspire to avenge Von's legacy. Prosecutors allege that Durk's crew wasn't just acting out of anger. They were reportedly promised rewards for their loyalty. The indictment describes coded conversations between the alleged conspirators, detailing promises of financial compensation or opportunities in the music industry under OTF. This, they say, gave the men enough motivation to track down Quando's circle in Los Angeles and pull off a hit that would eventually send a message across the rap industry. Prosecutors are building the case around Durk's deep connection to King Von and the idea that Von's death was a major turning point for Durk. They're arguing that Durk saw Von's death as something that
why y'all lawyer look like that though? Like, damn.
That Von's death was a major turning point for Durk. They're arguing that Durk saw Von's death as something that couldn't go unanswered. According to the prosecutors, this wasn't just about grief, but about maintaining his reputation and loyalty within his crew and
you wouldn't think that's the lawyer shit.
In the streets. They claim Durk felt a duty to take action, leading to this organized retaliation plan. A key element of the prosecution's case is that Durk's associates were allegedly promised rewards, whether in the form of money, prestige, or elevated positions
like, girl, where your suit at?
Within OTF.
Supposed to be the lawyer looking professional and shit. What you doing?
The indictment mentions coded language used to communicate these promises, hinting at payouts and increased status for anyone who carried out the attack successfully. Prosecutors argue this incentivized Durk's crew to go to extreme lengths, planning and executing an ambush with the expectation that their loyalty would eventually pay off. The prosecution alleges that the attack wasn't spontaneous. It was a result of deliberate planning. Members of OTF are accused of traveling from Chicago to Los Angeles with a mission, which was following Quando Rondo's movements and waiting for the right moment to strike. The hit itself, they claim, was executed in a way that aligns with a classic murder-for-hire operation, with members tracking Rondo's SUV, waiting for him and his crew to be in a vulnerable position before launching the attack. Court documents reveal that after the incident, the OTF members stopped at an In-N-Out where they discussed payments with one of the top OTF associates before heading back to San Diego to catch flights back home. Records show that there was a payment exchange that happened as a reward for the murder. Now, the most important part in all this is that they're saying that Lil Durk is the mastermind behind everything. He was the one who provided funds for flights, ensuring his associates could travel from Chicago to Los Angeles. And according to court documents, Durk allegedly arranged for OTF members to make this trip, so they were operating based on what he told them to do as the head honcho. Durk's top associate, Keon Grant, reportedly coordinated logistics on the ground, but Durk is said to have provided the financial resources and guidance needed for the ambush. Keon Grant arranged hotel accommodations, bought ski masks to conceal identities, and obtained 2 luxury sedans for the group. Court documents indicate that Grant was also the one who supplied firearms, including one reportedly converted into a fully automatic weapon, all of which prosecutors argue was facilitated under Durk's orders. I think you probably at this point understand why this is so bad for Durk. These aren't just accusations of association or indirect involvement. Prosecutors are painting him as the mastermind behind a deadly, premeditated act. He's being accused of financially and logistically supporting a murder-for-hire scheme that targeted a rival, going as far as to cover travel costs.
Nigga definitely doing time, bro. That nigga facts.
Steal identities and provide weapons for the attack. This is some serious stuff right here. And if the court accepts this narrative, it elevates his role in the case to the one who's gonna carry the full responsibility for organizing a violent conspiracy with potential penalties,
Man, I need to bleach my shit like his shit though.
including life in
see how crazy that shit
prison or even death penalty if the court finds sufficient evidence of intent. Moreover, the case is built around digital communications, flight records, and surveillance footage, evidence types that can be compelling in court. Prosecutors are likely betting that one of Durk's associates could flip, testifying to strengthen their case even more. If any of the co-conspirators cooperate with authorities, it could seal the case against them, making the charges even harder to fight. Now, one of the things that's a little bit ironic about this entire situation is the fact that for the past 2 years, Lil Durk has publicly been working on cleaning up his image. After years of being tied to the street life, he's tried to turn over a new leaf. For anyone who doesn't know, Lil Durk has not only embraced Islam, but even went as far as converting, changing his name to Mustafa Abdul Malik. So he's definitely been on a journey of rebranding himself.
He only did that when his pops came out of prison.
On top of this,
he started doing that once his pops came out of prison.
He's done community service and launched the Neighborhood Heroes Foundation to support underprivileged youth. And this shift didn't go unnoticed. He was even awarded an honorary key to the city in his hometown suburb of Broadway, Illinois.
Durk Banks, or Lil Durk, was honored and celebrated last week with keys to the villages of Bellwood and Broadview.
And so on behalf of the village of Broadview, we are honored to present this key to the city to Durk Banks Neighborhood Heroes.
And this was literally last week. Local leaders praised his efforts to give back and promote positive change, holding him up as an example of redemption. Fun fact, they ended up revoking the key after this indictment. Lil Durk a few weeks ago also announced that his criminal record was recently wiped clean. Now, could all this be a defensive move on his end? Because when someone is involved in something like this, especially someone with Lil Durk's influence and public presence, it's important to consider how them reshaping their image can help them if legal troubles come their way. Durk's public shift to a more positive, community-focused persona, receiving the key to the city, doing charity work, and his spirit.
I only started doing that after fucking the other side died, Duck and shit. You only started doing that after Duck died and shit. It's crazy, bro. But when Duck was still alive, nigga, how he still dissing on niggas like, oh.
Growth all adds layers to his defense if anything would
right through that
happen.
Shit, bro.
Like
you don't think niggas gonna see through that shit too?
In this case, it sends a message that he's moving away from his past, showing the authorities that he's more serious about changing and leaving his past behind. And maybe for Lil Durk, it wasn't so much about completely avoiding any legal troubles, but maybe he did all this as a way to soften the blow of whatever he did. That's of course me just speculating, but thinking about it logically, it does make sense. Because best believe someone with Lil Durk's status understands the power of public opinion and how it can sway narratives. By portraying himself as a reformed individual, he builds a layer of protection, influencing how people view him and possibly impacting how authorities handle him. The question still remains though, whether this rebranding was a genuine evolution or a strategic buffer given his history. Personally, I don't think this is going to end too well for him. If they actually have recordings or solid evidence of Durk orchestrating a murder, the defense options are limited. When it comes to
snitch on you, it's game over, boy. One your boy snitch on you is game over, boy. That shit's crazy, nigga. One of them boys snitched on you, it's over with, man. Them boys got everything on that ass, nigga. Like I said, he only got one play, man. It's to say his fucking life story, make get some sympathy off that shit. Otherwise,
involving
you ain't getting out there, bitch.
Premeditated murder, especially with the added weight of conspiracy or organized crime, the sentencing gets really serious. People facing charges like this typically don't get lenient treatment. The legal system often comes down hard, and with someone of his profile, authorities will likely pursue the maximum just to make an example out of him. Durk might be looking at significant time unless his legal team finds a way to poke holes in the prosecution's evidence or challenges the credibility of any witnesses against him. And in high-profile cases like this, even if they don't have direct evidence, the cumulative weight of circumstantial and digital proof can still lead to heavy consequences. Overall, it's really sad to see millionaire rappers still getting involved in situations like this. With the opportunities and success someone like Lil Durk has achieved, you'd think he'd be able to fully separate himself from that lifestyle. But as you guys can see, even with fame, money, and all the chances to make a positive impact in this world, it's clear that he's still stuck on the streets. I'm really curious how this is going to end for him, and it'll definitely take some time for this to get resolved. Anyway, this Lil Durk story is definitely crazy. If you made it this far, do yourself a favor and
man, stay out the way, man. This shit not worth it, man. Be doing life in prison, man. It's not worth it, man.
The video and subscribe if you're new here. What do you guys think about this Lil Durk story? Pretty crazy one considering the weight of the indictment, honestly. I'm really curious to hear what you have to say, and yeah, let me know in the comment section below and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. I'm out.
Yeah. It's not worth it, man. For real. Alright, Cuddy, we're gonna end this shit right here for this reacting. And I'm gonna get up back up on it, so we're gonna play that. Hey, we're gonna play that Black Ops, you heard me? We're gonna get on that Black Ops, you heard me? That shit too fun, bitch. I'm tweaking out, man. We're gonna get back on that bitch. Alright, brodies, we out this bitch, man. Yo. Life had a better price for me, got up on that mic. Brought it from the smoke, never started every time, but I met a day. I was trying to find a way, he get the red plate. Niggas trying to pay us at us, but we not the same. Really cut from a different client, I know stay skin, this ain't no fake shit. Hell, we searching for them better days. I was trying to find a way, he get the red plate. Niggas trying to pay us at us, but we not the same. Really cut from a different client, I know snake skin, this ain't no fake shit.